Howdy.
Hey!
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
You too, brother. You too. Hey!
Hi.
Nice to see you guys.
How have you been?
Good.
Yeah. You ready to look around a bit?
Hell yeah.
It's big.
It's like a bedroom.
I feel like it genuinely would feel much larger if huge amounts of wall space weren't taken up by VHS. Yeah, we like to feel consumed.
I like to feel close to my movies.
They call us tape heads, a nostalgic breed of video hoarders. I'm on a quest to find some of the biggest physical media collections in the world. To find those long-lost films that have only survived on the VHS format. So join me and my crew as we take a look at some of the most insane collections. Dust off those VCRs, it's playback time.
Not as big as the collection used to be, but got what I still got anyway from a couple of disaster houses. I went through a house fire and a house infested with bugs. Yeah, because I had what?
To be fair, one of the disaster houses actually gave you something.
True.
Like our nightmare games, all 3
Ah.
editions.
Yeah, what happened was I was the only guy that actually paid my bills before I was, because I got evicted from the house and I was the only one that paid my bills. And I was like, taking these with me. He's like, you paid your bills, take what you want. So that's all I grabbed was those 3.
Which is funny because we had never opened them before up until very recently. And we don't know who they belonged to before, but like all the cards were filled out with like people's names and like little notes and stuff that they had taken.
Yeah.
So we're like, wow, this is creepy. We love this.
We have no idea who these people were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course we kept those pieces of paper.
Yeah.
A big portion of the 80s to, I would say, mid-90s action sci-fi is his. We both share, I would almost say, equal amounts of horror.
100%.
Tell us more about this house fire. What
So
happened?
I was living in a buddy's living room. I was pretty much living. We had an original Misfits like drape from a show. That was my fucking wall. So I had milk crates built up behind that with all my movies in it, and they also went up beside my bed.
Yeah.
And my buddy was trying to cook some egg rolls, and he decided to explode the kitchen and burn the house up. And I was sleeping, so I ended up being found after the fire was put out.
Whoa.
So I ended up in a coma for 14 days. The first thing I said when I woke up was, "Where's my dog?" and "Where are my movies?" pretty much.
Wow,
And
okay.
my buddy was like, "I have your movies and your dog's fine." I was like, "Yes."
What are some of the ones that made it out of the...
These two.
Definitely my Twilight Zones.
Yeah, they're like made to look like the books.
Yeah.
Wow.
They open up, like, they
Holy
open up to
shit.
tell you
Like clamshells.
They tell you what
This one's a
the
little
episodes
more.
are. But what happened is my buddy used to go. He drives around the surrounding areas of Ottawa, and he goes to all the value villages and like secondhand stores.
Yep.
And he just buys random amounts of VHS and he puts them online. I'm a part of a thing called VHS Misfits.
Cool.
And he'll put pictures of all these up, and I'll be like, I want that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And when he drives into town, he'll bring them to me, and I'll just give him a couple bucks for them. So I got a VHS dealer on the outskirts of town. So
Yeah, that's
pretty much it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
This one made it out really well, actually.
Mhm.
The other ones.
Well,
a
they're old as fuck anyway, so
Yeah.
like they're in pretty good condition. I've watched them and
Yeah.
they work. I had 3 of them, but one of them got so damaged I couldn't
Yeah.
keep it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, a lot of the ones that made it out were like a lot of my really old ones, like my Phantasms, my Critters, Road Warrior, all my Ghoulies, like
Near dark.
So they're able to salvage a fair bit then.
yeah.
That's good.
Marlon's a good man. Shout out to Marlon.
Marlon knows movies,
What's
so
up?
this is one of my favorite movies of all time. And
I like that cover art a lot.
yeah.
There's a few different ones.
I found this at the Value Village here, actually.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So you found that one in the wild then?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can't go down there!
Something's breeding there.
Nightbreed.
A lot of the sci-fi in here
So
was
that's
actually
his.
from my buddy had a kid, and his girlfriend's like, all right, he had this huge box, this old sci-fi. He's like, I have this box, 50 plus. He's like, someone buy it from me. I was like, I'll give you $50 for it. And well, he wanted like 75 or something. I was like, I'll give you 50. He's like, and his girlfriend's like, you're giving it to Graham for 50, and we're dropping it off today. So I got a big fucking amount, but they, unfortunately, a lot of them got ruined in the fire. But I came out with
We
like
still have
class of '99 and shit like that, which is
Cool.
fucking amazing.
I'll have a look at the Changeling. Can I see that?
Yeah, we got
We have
two of those.
two.
Yeah.
I really like this film.
Have you
It's
seen it?
really-
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
incredibly underrated. As like, I feel like it should be a classic.
You'd think so.
More so than it actually is, because it's not obscure enough to be a cult classic, and yet somehow it wasn't embraced enough as like an actual horror classic. But it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Like,
It's very stylistic, I found.
oh, and the music to it, the
Yeah.
score to it is so
Yeah.
like on
Amazing.
point. So good.
Many films will frighten you, but only a few can really terrify you. The Changeling.
I got those cheeky, fucking ridiculous softcore porno sci-fi.
Porno sci-fi.
Beach Babes from Beyond.
Yeah.
It's for promotional use only though, so.
Which means
But I don't know where the fuck these came from, but
Yeah.
I'm so happy they came into my collection.
Yeah.
Especially with the actors. Look, we got Jacqueline Stallone, we got Don Swayze, Joey Travolta,
Yeah.
Joe Estevez. You know who are
Joe
they?
Estevez, where we going my life?
They're all just knockoff names. It's great.
Oh, here's the other one. I was trying to find
And yeah,
Oh,
another
yeah.
one. I don't know where they came from,
You
but
Virgin Hunters.
they're just
Cool.
hilariously horrible. But
Like, look at
Amazing.
could we get this blown up? Look at that as a poster.
oh, that'd be great.
Oh my god.
Ultraman, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got this at a hawk shop for like $10 years ago. And I don't know, but I've never seen another copy of it, so
Yeah.
I thought it was cool to find, and it's like the weird texture on this is just insane. You usually don't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That is cool.
yeah, I thought it was nifty.
Oh, you've got the Jack Frost. Awesome.
Of course we do.
Sweet.
Do we have the second one?
Cool.
We don't have the second one, but if anyone wants to sell me
I
the
do.
second one. I
Yeah.
thought we were friends, but now we're best friends. I
Yeah,
actually
I've-
love this movie, like, to a weird amount.
Oh,
where
yeah.
I have
the corny and candiness of it is just great.
Okay, so, like, someone gets Snowman raped with a carrot dick. I mean, what more do you want in a Christmas?
Shannon Elizabeth,
Yeah.
American Pie.
What more do you want in a holiday classic? I don't know.
Look, I just saw something that doesn't belong in this world, and it's out there killing my friends. Now tell me what it is.
Jack Frost. Jack Frost.
Ankle biters is one of my most treasured possessions. A small town is overrun by ankle-biting, blood-sucking dwarf vampires.
Sounds wicked.
It's great. 300 miles to Graceland. Cheesy 90s goodness.
Kevin Costner is fucking awesome.
Kevin Costner is fucking awesome. And also Kurt Russell.
Well, I mean, Kurt Russell is just the man, really. Isn't
He's so sexy. Even as Santa Claus. Get inside me, Kurt Russell. Okay, so The Boy with the Green Hair is one of those movies that is so stupid to own because it's not necessarily enjoyable. It's actually like a post-World War II propaganda film about being different and accepting one another as human beings.
I love this cover, by the way.
It's
I think
so good,
fucking
right?
Awesome. Yeah.
I found this, I believe, at a Salvation Army. Right there, it just says boy with the green hair, this awesome like Technicolor, and then it just says all wars must stop.
Wow.
Like, that's the tagline.
Yeah.
And it's just, but for the time, I mean, it is, my copy is in black and white. It was converted to Technicolor later on.
Yeah.
Release date, 1948.
Yeah, right.
Like, and I love propaganda films. And it's so funny that this was put out because it is a good message and it is really sweet. And it's, you know, I mean, right there, the tagline. That's all it says. All wars must stop. And for this to come out in 1948.
That's cool.
Like, it's, yeah, I'm really happy to own it. The best Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, I said it. I don't care. The best one. There's a chainsaw duel. The ending of this movie doesn't matter if it makes sense. It's terrific. I mean, it's so much fun, and it's so gross and weird, and the set designs are amazing and make no sense because you're like, why the fuck would that be there? Yeah, it's one of those movies you have to go into not thinking too much of it and be extremely delightfully surprised.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
This is my 1000% prized possession, is the Max. It was an MTV short series. It's one of those things you have to watch several times to really understand what's going on. And even then, there are so many little things that are left up to your own interpretation. But it is so beautiful. Like, the animation in it really varies. There's a lot of switch-ups in it from one style to another. And it's so emotional, and parts are so vibrant, others are so gritty, and it really, even if you took away any audio, you would still feel something. It's so beautifully done, and the story itself is so sad, but it's also so full of hope. It is just a cartoon, but there's something super unique about this. It's something that I'll always go back to whenever I want to watch something that has some real substance to it, but is also silly bananas. It's a lot in one movie. I would tell anyone to give it a try. Like, absolutely anyone. I never really considered myself a collector. I never thought I was collecting anything. I just really loved movies. When I grew up, I just hung out at home with my rad-ass mom and watched cheesy horror movies and action movies, and I was always surrounded by movies, and especially obviously VHS, because that's what we had when I was younger. And yeah, I was always allowed to watch whatever I wanted. Like, I was encouraged to watch like gory, weird shit, because that's the stuff my mom liked too. So when I moved out on my own, I just took all my tapes, and as years went on, more people got rid of them. No one was really using them anymore because, you know, DVD and all that shit. I just took everyone else's movies. And then later on in life, I was like, oh, I guess I'm a collector.
What's up, Montreal? We're going for a tapescape. This place looks awesome. It reminds me of Melbourne. Let's see how I navigate Montreal. There you go. Good, you? Good. So what? Take care. Alright, so the first pawn shop I walk into has tapes, would you believe it or not?
Maggie, tu me prends en photo. C'est bien, maintenant on rentre. Bilbo. Non, il faut qu'on rentre, tu comprends? Bilbo, nous dormir, nous rentrer, dodo. Bilbo, nous rentrer dormir. Essaie de comprendre.
My time in Canada has been nothing short of amazing. I got to see some unbelievable collections.
Holy shit! Goes all the way around there. Fuck, man.
Some rare VHS tapes I thought I'd never lay my hands on. This does not exist in my country. Made some awesome friends and discovered more films I never knew existed.
This was not available anywhere.
I've never heard of it. To share the passion people have for their collections is something I will always cherish.
I came out with like class of '99 and shit like that, which is
cool.
fucking amazing.
And it just makes me wonder, where will I end up next?